dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of life stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That is woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Oh, hello. For me and my mean smirk. I don't know why the background ended. Okay, this is weird. Hold on. Good morning. I'm so thrown off, but okay. I think I'm glitching. All right, happy Tuesday. Thoughts? Hanging on by a thread, but still doing better than Foodie Beauty. You know, if you've ever had a puppy before, I have a puppy and a teenager at the same time, and I don't know how I'm here, but I am. And this is what I will say. When I go live, this is my time. I get to talk about life stuff. I get to curse up a storm because there's no littles in the house. So fuck, cunt, bitch, damn it, all those things. And I guess I'm not one of those people who wants to pretend that like everything's always okay. Everything's fine. I will say that. I'm just tired. Like, I'm tired. This dog is very smart. She's really learning a lot. Like, she'll sit for a treat. She plays fetch. She brings the ball back. She drops it at your feet. Sometimes you have to grab it back out of her mouth. We're just, really on the struggle bus with the potty training. And it's funny. On her shelter thing, it said, please walk. House trained. Will hold my pee for days if you don't walk me. But I was thinking about this. Like, either way, I'm glad she's ours, right? Like, she's not perfect, which is actually the vibe of this family, right? So I was thinking that maybe the person who surrendered her wanted her to have a fighting chance. So they were like, she's house trained, loves to go for walks. Make sure you walk, So, and I guess that makes sense because I would do that too. She's a really sweet dog. She is. Chachi now likes her. They have a game where the puppy will, like, I don't know, bark at her or try to play. And then Chachi goes, rah, 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 and then kind of lunges forward, but her tail's wagging the whole time. So she's happy. And then the puppy gets the zoomies and runs around like a little piggy. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And then Chachi's happy and she gets to show Coco who's boss around here. So there's that. Let me say hi to you guys. I have a variety of things today. I did my homework, kind of. I definitely did better. You know the guy we were talking about yesterday with all the seasoning? I'm glad we didn't say anything unkind. What I will say is yesterday I saw he was live and I got curious and I went in and he was walking on a treadmill. And I stayed and I just observed. And people were sending like TTS and all that stuff to keep him moving and keep him going. And I think his goal was like 200 steps. I want to say I think he surpassed it because you could tell he was trying. And that was such a beautiful thing to see. I think in life, like we don't expect perfection, right? Like we just want people to try. And anyways, his name is, oh gosh, it's either King Live 2025 or Live King 2025. But I think he's somebody who deserves our support. I mean, I don't know who he votes for, what religion I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like, please devote your whole life to this person, but go show support and a kind word and let's keep him motivated. Sometimes when you're starting things or on a journey, it feels impossible. And you know other people have done it before you, but you still don't understand how you're going to do it. So maybe somebody coming in and say, hey, I lost 60 pounds. Hey, you're doing amazing. Keep going. I don't know. Don't say, hey, I lost 60 pounds. Okay, that's a horrible thing to say. But just go in and say, like, keep going. I went in and told him he was doing amazing. And then I left because I don't know. I didn't want to. Like, I don't know. There's mean people out there. I didn't want it to become like a weird thing. But anyways, I went and showed support, and I'm just asking you guys. I do have a clip to show you, and I'll give you the for sure screen name once we get there. But if you have time today, go leave a kind word for him, please, and thank you. All right, let me say hi to you guys. And I'm going to do this from my StreamYard and get used to looking at the comments on the screen. Even though I have this giant big screen, sometimes I'm still looking at my phone and I forget that I don't have to look at my phone anymore. Hello, Mrs. C, the walking queen. Hello, Ricky Bobby. Hello, Pink Stars in a Pickle. Lindsay, hello, gorgeous. I've rewatched all the Stranger Things episodes, and the Never Ending Story song is forever stuck in my head. It's a good song, though. In a Pickle, did I say hi to you? I hope I did. Hello, Des. Now the song is going to be stuck in my head all day. I'm sorry about that. It could be worse. Mandrews, hello, good morning to you. Rainbow Road, where have you been? Hello, Bunny. Keto Cross Stitcher. I almost said hello to myself because I saw myself in the chat. That's the kind of morning we're having, but that's not actually very unusual. I would say hello to myself. Hi, just breezing today. Hello, Eric. Candy, Mare, I know I saw you first in here. Mandy, I hope you have a beautiful day and we're here for you. Mother of Dragons, I've missed you too. Where have you been? Free the people, Lily. Lily, I'm not going to forget you today. There, you're up on the screen and everything. Hey Breezy, what's in your title doesn't mean, oh, well, thank you. You know, this is why I should have studied in school and didn't make my sister do my homework. Thank you, and I will correct it after this. Lady Di, good to see you. All right, so the stream is a mixture of Amberlyn Reed, Foodie Beauty, Quirky Love Rosie. I'm still not sure how to say her name. If it's Quirky Loves Rosie, Quirky Love, I don't know. QLR, the new person that I think we should all motivate, and whatever else. I think that, oh gosh. I actually am going to scroll past a photo, but I want to talk about it before we get to it. I'm not a fan of TMZ, but I'm a fan of being nosy, okay? I'm a fan of being nosy, and sometimes I just want to see who's divorcing, who's cheating on who, whatever. So I happened to see they posted a photo of Eugenia and her brother at the airport, and I'm not going to talk about their issues. I'm going to talk about the mother and how I think she should fucking be in jail. And yes, you could say they're adults, but are they mentally adults? And I'm sorry, but the way they got didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen last year. It's been a problem for a very, 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 very long time. And it would appear to me, I mean, while her mother maybe doesn't have like legal guardianship or whatever it is. I can't think of the word right now. My brain is fried. Conservatorship. She cares for them. I mean, Eugenia still lives with her mom. So does brother, right? Anyways, the photo's disturbing, so I'm gonna scroll past it. I don't know. If you want to go look for it, please do it your own time. It's on TMZ. Thanks for that. I'm glad you all are so kind and supportive. I'm questioning my value today. Mental B day. Grateful to have this while I do my walk. We all have an off day or a hard day. Days where we don't feel good enough, or days that we don't feel able or capable. But you are. You're stronger than you think. You can do anything you set your mind to. And I know that sounds so cliche and so cheesy, and everybody says that, but really our minds are so powerful. They are. And you made it this far in life for a reason. You're kind and beautiful and funny, and we love having you here. And I know we're our own worst critics sometimes. Seriously, we are. But you got to tune out that noise. You got to tune out that noise. That's why I play a lot of music. Seriously, I always have to be listening to something, whether it's music, a podcast, a live stream, because I get really negative thoughts sometimes. I'm a positive person, but I'll get those little voices like, you're not good enough. You're 42. What the fuck have you done with your life? Nobody likes you. Like all these voices. Oh, you think you're looking skinnier. Well, from behind, you look like you gained 20 pounds. Like these are the things like in my head, right? Like you don't deserve love. You don't deserve your daughter. You don't deserve your family, but it's all lies. And that voice is the fucking devil. It is. So tune it out. Put on a happy song, whatever you need to listen to. Sometimes I like to listen to other people's drama so my shit doesn't seem that bad too. I don't know what that makes me. Mandra's rehab is getting crowded. Is everyone going? A lot of people should go. And I think a lot of the times it should be court ordered. Like me, for example, who had like 18 drunken Publix in like 2 weeks. I was always given like a slap on the wrist at first. Like, go to 2 meetings, do a little community service. I became a regular with community service. Let me tell you, they knew my name. Anyways, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, drunken Publix. So I used to get them all the time. And I think that I should have been forced to wear an ankle monitor sooner. And I think I should have been forced into rehab for like a year. And I know they say that forcing people doesn't work, but sometimes it's what you need to do to save someone's life. And I don't know, it's for the safety of other people. Like addiction, more people suffer from it than you realize. And I think like while there's also a mental health crisis going on, like addiction also goes hand in hand with mental health problems. And I just think there's too many drugs widely available. And the people who are out on the streets, they don't get punished for committing crime. So anyways, maybe rehab's a good thing. Maybe rehab for a year. And then they have to do like a sober living for like 6 months after to see if they're like trustworthy. Because when you go to sober living, you have to check in and out on a board. I remember that. I used to hate it. You had to sign out, sign in. You had to call the manager, tell them when you were home, even though you signed in, because they needed to see that you were actually back by curfew on their phone. They needed to have like your boyfriend's phone number, everybody's phone number. But some people need that. And I know I needed that. Where is my vape? Ricky Bobby. Okay, what did the Rainbow Road say? Joe, greetings, everyone. I'll just be listening today, Breezy. I bet you look oh, brother. Rainbow Road said, I still struggle with those you aren't good enough thoughts too. It is. I think it's the devil. He wants us to doubt ourselves. He doesn't want us to love ourselves. He wants us to do bad things. I know for me, when I'm feeling a certain type of way, I self-sabotage. I'm a self-sabotager. Not anymore, but like, I don't know. You know, those old behaviors, they're still in there, just buried deep down. There's things that have stuck with me, like my stubbornness. When I got sober, it's still there. My mouth, I can't stop running it. But there's other things that I have to really bury down in there, you know? Let me see if I'm missing anybody. Dastardly Deeds. My aunt worked for the Real National Enquirer. I miss the National Enquirer days. You know, I don't know if I miss the magazine, but I miss the memories of like being a kid and seeing these wild stories. I don't know, because like it was a thing. My mom always bought all the magazines when you would go to check out at the grocery store. And I just remember I would like read the headlines and stuff. And it was like Elvis Presley is married to an alien and has 6 kids on the way. I don't know. It was like wild headlines. And I always found them funny. In fact, and you knew it was bullshit, but sometimes it was kind of fun to read, if that makes sense. All right. Well, if you're new to my streams, I yap a lot before I actually get to the point, which is Girl World. But I don't know. You guys are my friends over here. I like hanging out with you. That's why I'm here. It helps me and gives me a chuckle. Thanks for streaming so often. I do look forward to it. Thank you. And I promise, as soon as I was able to start streaming more, my daughter found this puppy. So, you know, everything's going to work out. Like, everything will. She's going to calm down. She was just spayed. She's going to learn the routine. Like, Chachi sleeps when I work. That's what she does. And so Coco is asleep right now. I'm a little worried to like jump onto Snipe because if I don't take this dog out seriously, like every half hour, she wants to pee on my floor. And I'm not a fan of cleaning up pee. I'm not Salah. I'm not a fan. Like, I'd rather do it outside, if that makes sense. Hose the cement down, use the pooper scooper. Anyways, so it's like hard to jump on sometimes for a Snipe because I'm like, oh, Coco's outside and then she's running laps and then she wants to play ball. But I promise you, once she like learns the routine, we will be live a whole lot more, okay? A whole lot more. Thank you guys for being patient with me. Thank you for everything, for your love, for your support, for your kindness. It means the world to me. YouTube is full of a lot of like scary, bad people, but we have a good thing over here. We have good people, safe people, people who actually fucking care. And I love you guys. Oh my gosh, what's hug? Welcome to the Breezy Bunch. Remember highlights and waiting? Yes, I remember that. And I used to love going to this one dental office because it had really fun things to play with. And I feel like they don't have that anymore. I don't know. When I was taking my doctor or my dark doctor, my daughter to certain appointments, when she was smaller, I remember I didn't see like the tables you could play on anymore and any of that stuff. Oh no, what's this? I can't think of the fucking name of it. But when I was a little kid, I loved this thing. It had like little wires. Well, maybe they were thicker than wires, but they went in all different shapes and different directions. And then they either had cars that you can make zoom around them or beads or whatever different things. And I loved those. I don't know why, but I did. Ugh, thanks for joining, Hag. Yes, welcome to the Breezy Bunch, Hag. I'm sorry. I seriously, my brain is fried. That's the best thing I could say. I'll get with it eventually. I think I need more caffeine. You can't eat or drink around this dog. I'll tell you that. She wants everything that you have. So I'm dehydrated. I'm hungry. In desperate need of some chapstick and probably like 4 solid good hours of sleep without being woken up. Anyways, I love you guys. Puppies are a lot of fun, but if you're looking to adopt, you know, think of all your options as far as adoption goes. Puppies take a lot of time, commitment. Luckily, I'm home, like I work from home. But that's why there's a lot of senior dogs that need a home out there, you guys. So if you're looking to adopt sometime soon, please consider the senior dogs. A lot of them are house trained too. All right, foodie beauty stuff. Oh, wise old hag. Now that you're a member, you can join the Discord if you'd like to, and I would love to have you there. You seem delightful. You've always been very nice to me. So it's a place where we talk about Girl World. Sometimes I'm really active. Sometimes you don't see me for 2 days, but everybody else is in there talking about Girl World. And I love that because oftentimes it's how I catch up if I'm asleep and I miss something. I'm like, oh, shit went down. And then I want to go clip and, you know, learn more. So thank you and shout out to Discord too. I'm late. Pickle. Oh, wait, I'm so far behind. And we ate them. The butcher gave us raw weenie. What? That sounds horrific. I never want to hear those words out of anybody's mouth again. The butcher gave us raw weenie. Okay, well, that's a shitty way to start your day. Crypto. Well, I mean, thank you so much for the super chat. Keep being awesome. Thank you. I'm going to sip some caffeine right now because she's asleep and I can. I have a Coke Zero. It's been out of the not freezer, but the fridge, like the coldest part, for like a half hour now. I'm just barely getting to it. All right, caffeinate. Caffeinate. Eyelash said, "You're a rotter, Foodie Beauty. You're the king of sinful thoughts. Your heart's a dead tomato splotched with moldy purple spots." I'm going to have that in my head now. All right, let's hear this. This was from her Grinch meal. I feel like Canadians, like, they did you so dirty. I'm not telling you to riot or anything, but I would definitely be disappointed and upset and have something to say, and I would write a letter to somebody. Between the ostriches and what they did with this, I don't know. They're fucked up. Every day I'm more and more disappointed in Canada.
And of course you get some Grinch socks
But I love our Canadian friends.
with Max. Isn't Max the cutest? I'm actually really annoyed at how Max is treated by the Grinch. Punish cat. Let me put that in.
Punish cat.
I'm sorry, but I gotta punish you somehow.
Why?
Because you're a naughty girl.
I hate her. I think she has to be the worst thing that's come out of Canada. Like, everybody that I know that is Canadian is polite, cheerful, delightful, respectful. Maybe I should have been Canadian because I could yap it up with you guys. I mean, I am a yapper when I'm in the mood. I'm either yapping too much or a vegetable. Anyways, I think she's the worst thing that's come from that country. She's hateful and just disgusting. You know what? Coco, I watched her eat poop. Literally, I got that to stop. And then she tried to kiss me. And I didn't even yell at her. I just pushed her down. I didn't want to scream at her. I definitely told her no, that wasn't going to happen. And I told her, I just watched you eat poop. No, thank you. There's no punishing to be had. What I have learned in the 72 hours of having a puppy again is positive reinforcement works. She learned how to sit by me not giving her a treat until she actually tried something. And then she sat down and it worked. And then she got 2 treats and then now she sits all the time, right? So positive reinforcement. Why would you punish? That's just abuse. They don't understand what they're being punished for. That's the part too. When you're hitting your cat, dog, whatever, 30 minutes after it's happened, or just because you remembered they were naughty or punishing them, they have no idea why you're doing that. Anyway, she is a rotter. And her heart's a dead tomato. She's a dead tomato. I raised all my animals with no punishment, just using a disappointed voice as correction. Yeah, I find no, and I say that louder than I normally would talk, right? Like, there's happy, hi, Coco, then there's like, no. But I'm not like screaming at her. I'm not yelling at her. There's no hitting, nothing like that. I've just learned she goes outside. If she has an accident, I put her outside immediately. And then when she comes back in, she gets a treat. And she's having less and less accidents. So positive reinforcement wins. When she yelled at Nameless Cat, it actually seriously saddened me. I don't know how to say your name. Can I just call you OS? I was going to say the other part, but I don't know how that sounds greeting somebody like that. So, OSC, good to see you. Got mine to shake and you can tell her to switch paws. You can also ask my Roddy to, seriously? And did you do that all with treats? I've never spanked my dog or punished him other than pointing, saying no. Yeah, and he knows he did something and gets sad that I'm disappointed. Yeah, how could you punish somebody that is seriously so upset for even disappointing you? They always know they've done something wrong. That part right there too. Like, after she pees, she looks at me like, probably shouldn't have done that, but puppy. She knows. And then she gives me these puppy eyes. Like, how could you punish that? Anyways, this is her in action. It looks like she has a Foodie Beauty foot, but she doesn't. I don't know. This was me taking a picture as she was running. So she's always on patrol. She is a dog on a mission. She does not stop moving unless she passes out. And I love her. I love everything about her. This is what I will say. She's made me laugh so much more than being frustrated. And I need to remember that because I'm sharing all the accident and stuff like that. Like, she has brought so much joy to my child. Like, so much joy to my child. And I told Coco last night, I made her a promise. I said, you will never, ever go back to the pound. I said, just always protect Breezy Jr. And I think we have an agreement. Always protect Breezy Jr. All right, let's keep going. Foodie Beauty. Very cute. Thank you. Yeah, so since he passed, I've personally done all the work. She has needed and either paid for it myself or let her pay me with treats or combo. She reminds me of my grandma. I love her. It's so sweet. Good morning, Be Kind. Where have you been? We've missed you. Like the animal abuse unlocks so much rage within me. Yeah. I just don't understand how anybody could abuse something so innocent and loving, you know? Foodie Beauty said, hi guys, holiday sale is active for cameos, personal videos from me to you. Ho, ho, ho. Mary Beesmas, speaking of a ho, ho, ho. I woke up to the most horrific tweet and I couldn't retweet it. Well, I mean, I guess I could have, but then I couldn't have done this stream. Do you remember when Chantel did an OF shoot with Carly Steele? The picture is circulating again. If you do ever search the Foodie Beauty hashtag on Twitter, you see the most interesting things. I saw a scene from Rosie's Corn, if you will, where she was eating chocolate cake, straight like the scene from Matilda. And I can't unsee it. Anyways, yeah, I just needed to tell somebody about that. The ho 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 this morning was definitely Rosie and Foodie Beauty. Foodie, how were you not embarrassed standing next to Carly? I mean, you must have been high for that whole thing, right? Oh, hold on. I want to scroll past that photo. Your mom's emotional support carrot said any lawyer would advise there's FFG stuff in here too. It's unavoidable, you guys, okay? On Twitter, everybody's talking about it. Everybody has a lot of opinions. And certain days I'm super into it, and certain days I'm like, oh, fuck this bitch. Who cares? Just let her go away. But some of the things I found interesting, I definitely retweeted. Your mom's emotional support carrot said any lawyer would advise their client to refrain from talking to or about the persons they're involved in a legal dispute with. And they'd certainly counsel said client to refrain from making verbal threats on social media. Play stupid games and get real fines. This stupidity. Yeah, FFG is back to threatening people. I think we covered something yesterday about it. I could probably go back and find the clip, but I really don't want to hear her voice. If I'm being 100% honest with you, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. I don't think I have the greatest voice in the world or anything. My sister actually has a very nice voice. But I can't stand FFG's voice. It's like, oh, no. Anyway, so I agree with your mom's emotional support, Carrot. And because I said that, I'll have another page dedicated to why I'm supposedly this person because I read their tweets. So anyways, Foodie went live acting really weird. I think she's trying to get Salah's attention. So the title was odd. Her chat does not like her, by the way. In any clips I'm sharing of yesterday's live, please read the chat. She's not providing content. She's doing weird titles, acting like she wants to say something, but holding back. You could clearly tell she's fighting with Salah. She puts on red lipstick. The title was something about a romantic date night. I don't know. And then she said, oh, we should have strawberries and whipped cream for our date night, but I don't have any. Then she put the red lipstick on. I don't know. She was trying to make him jealous, I think. Pretty sure. How come I didn't split this screen? Have you been seeing it okay this whole time? Genuinely curious. I like her voice, too soothing and kind. Oh, thank you. FFG's voice and laugh are horrendous. Yeah, I mean, she sounds evil and miserable and just hateful to me. That's the nicest way I could say it. And she sounds like somebody I wouldn't want to run into in a dark alley. I don't know. She just seems very sinister to me.
Faith, Hey, Tracy. Beeson out west. Hi, everyone. Charles.
Hey, Dastardly.
Romantic what? Sweet Caroline, Gal, Odell, Lisa. You got a notification, Bindi? Chocolate? Good. Hey, Rima.
Oh, by the way, don't get too comfortable because I can't remember when it comes up, but I think we have to hear her fupa clap. It didn't happen in yesterday's live. It's just a clip that's recirculating. And I'm pretty sure it's when the things are smacking together, if you know what I mean.
Straubs, Charlotte's. Are the titles relatable? Yeah.
I could speed her up.
Should I put some lipstick on?
Sure.
Welcome, Salam Risi. Krista, can we please leave
Okay, I mean, is it just me? Or does she look pissed?
the
Hi,
apartment?
Tiger. Yes, a fupa clap.
I'm crying again. What? You left your pillow. We were playing fetch earlier, and now she's. Every time I move, she goes. Meow, meow. I'm gonna try to imitate how she cries. It's really funny. What?
Rainbow's not new.
Ow!
I was just thinking
Her leg is
she
like
does.
this long, like a rabbit. You're a freak. You're a freak of nature.
She projects onto her animals. She's done it with every pet, how she feels about herself. And that's so bizarre to me. Don't you think your dog or cat or dog and cats are like the most perfect beings in the world? I know Chachi, her shit literally doesn't stink. She's perfection. She's an angel. And Coco, you're 97% angel. And then there's like this little percent that's a chaotic little terror, but you're the cutest terror in town. And I love you. You're keeping me young. I'm definitely going to lose weight with this dog. Not that I need to, but she's going to have me in shape. She does project. She does. So she thinks she's a freak of nature. She is. I mean, how many women's fupa balls clap?
Thank you, sweet Caroline. Thank you, guys. We need chocolate and strawberries for this romantic evening, but we don't have any.
Right, Missy?
Ew.
Hi.
The cat was licking me. No, strawberries.
Did she say, ew, the cat was licking me? You sucked a literal green peen and told us about it. It was infected, you said, and didn't look right. But your cat's licking you is ew? I think the gonorrhea you got in your throat is ew. I think the fact that you got trick is ew. I think the fact that you still have herpes on your lip is ew. I think it's the fact that you've slept with a homeless man by a rock, that's pretty disgusting. Can't say I've done that. And I was in addiction for a very long time. I think your OnlyFans pictures are ew. I think your face shape and personality is all ew.
It's like minus 20. It's like minus 16. Not with the wind.
She ate Koki's foot.
That's like just. Hey, Passion. Hey, Mike. Well, I have planned to go out tomorrow. No, Ottawa? Oh, 0 Fahrenheit. Feels like minus 5 Fahrenheit in Ottawa. You want to go out in that? I have chocolate because it's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday.
So they want her to go out. I mean, I'm no expert. There's snow at the top of our mountains. I just never go to it because it's too cold for me. I'm no expert, but don't people still have to go out when it's snowing and when it's really cold? When it's in the negative, like, don't you still have to go to work or get your groceries or pick up your children? I mean, I assume you still have to live life and it doesn't all stop because it's too cold. Anyways, they're sick of this. They're sick of the content. Everybody was trying to get her to go out. They were saying this is the content you promised. And for the most part, she was ignoring because she was trying to send some sort of message to Salah. I don't know what it is. She also licked his feet. Oh, God. I think my boyfriend is the most attractive man I have ever seen. like perfect body, perfect teeth, perfect face, perfect beard, perfect life, perfect personality. Anyways, I still would not want to lick between his toes, you know? Nor would I have done that in addiction, nor would I have done that for it. I just, there's some things in life I just don't need to experience. Like people's feet really bother me. The only feet I like that I think are cute is, well, my daughter has very cute feet, but she's my child, right? Like I think most as parents, like we love our children's feet, especially when they're babies. They're like perfect little feet. And my dogs, their paws are so cute. So cute. Chachi's got the tiniest paws in the world, and Coco has vitiligo on her paws and in her mouth and her nose and her stomach. Anyways, just not a feet person. How about you out there? If you are into a good toe every now and then, no judgment here. I just don't get why. Dastardly Deeds, hi Dastardly Deeds, said, how was Salah able to travel back and forth between Kuwait and, oh, we have Rev stuff too. I forgot about that. Can I take this moment to shout out myself, even if this is still boring to you? I feel like I have a variety of things today. It's just not all Chantal, which means that tomorrow I'll even have more stuff. All right, Mrs. C, I didn't finish reading your comment, did I? How was Salah able to travel back and forth between Kuwait and Syria over the past 12 years, as they both stated he wasn't born there? He traveled there to visit family growing up. He freely left Kuwait and, in my opinion, is back in Kuwait now. And how did Sasa return? What do you guys think? I don't know. If there's a loophole, that's going to be my answer. He found some sort of a loophole or somebody to like smuggle him. I don't know. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Mrs. C said she's definitely on something. I don't know how at her size, she's not like, when I'm sick, I get anxiety. And I'm convinced I'm dying. And it happens every fucking time. Like if I get the flu, horrible chest cold, I feel like I can't breathe. And I'm convinced my heart is going to stop. Don't ask me why, okay? Some things in my head that I fear are rational and some things are very irrational, right? Anyways, I get like panic attacks. I would not be able to exist being Chantal size with all these medical conditions and being high on all these different things because at any point your heart could just stop, right? Could just stop. Shugal said something has shifted with her and him 100%. He's breadcrumbing her, and she's so happy to have his attention. He's made her some promise. We find out they didn't even sleep in the same bed or room. It's a little iffy because she starts wanting to explain and then she stops herself. But it sounds like if they were in the same room, she had a bed and he had a mattress, right? This is what I'm remembering from yesterday. So if I'm wrong on any of this and you know for a fact, feel free to correct me because I'm just going based on yesterday's memory, right? What kind of marriage do you have? Again, I know when you've been married like 50 years, 40 years, even 30 sometimes, like sometimes people can't stand the snoring anymore and they move to another bed to get a few hours of sleep. Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a pretty new couple, like 3 years, right? I feel like 3 years is pretty, like, it's still new. You should still want to be effing all the time. Why are you in separate mattresses? I thought they were supposedly really married. So one of two things is happening. Either they were never really married, so they couldn't share a bed, or I don't know. He just wasn't fucking her like she's telling us he was. And you know what I do believe? I believe they had a friendship. I say this all the time. You can't spend a long amount of time with somebody without forming some sort of a friendship, whether it's love, hate, whatever, relationship, whether you can tolerate them some days and some days you can't, whatever, you form a friendship. So I believe he had love for her. I mean, why else was he trying to tell her to not eat so much and that she needed to get healthier? Go get your mental health help, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Why don't you exercise more? Let's go swimming. It seemed like he cared on a friendship level, but the way he looked at her, and even whenever he touched her, he'd wipe his hand off. Like, that's not, he wasn't attracted to her. He wasn't. And it doesn't matter how much money she makes, how much she covers up. Like, if you're not attracted to somebody, you just aren't. You just aren't. Shugal said something has shifted with her and him 100%. Oh, yeah, I read that one. Sorry. I've been married 4 years and it's still like we're in our honeymoon phase. I love that, Missy. Not just anxiety. Anxiety is a B, and I've suffered since my early 20s. 64 as of last week, and I keep it under control, but the fear of it is always there. Anxiety fucking sucks. It's crippling. You're convinced you're going to die, and it's scary. It's so scary. But there's ways to manage it, which is a good thing, right? Like there's ways that you could ground yourself. I found most recently when I was sick that last time and I was having panic attacks, I took a cold shower. I didn't want to, but I took one. A hot shower sounded miserable. So I literally stood in the cold for like 2 minutes and it did something. It like reset me and I was no longer panicking. Anyways, so I thought she was acting weird. In my opinion, she seems pissed, but she isn't saying anything about why, just making excuses of why the cat doesn't need a cat tree and how the cat likes to stay glued to her. Okay, she says that, but I never see the cat with her, maybe for a minute. She's always across the room, on the stove, wherever Foodie isn't. So this excuse of she doesn't need a cat tree because she's always glued to me. Anyways, oh, and her mom lost her silver play button. Yeah, she's blaming it on her mom. She couldn't possibly blame herself for throwing a tantrum and leaving her husband in Syria. It's definitely her mom's fault because she stored it there.
I can put her cat tree. I know the silver button. I gotta check my mom's. My mom can't find it. No.
You know, I used to be one of those people that thought people who talked about tools and coping skills, I thought everybody sounded crazy, right? But it's not crazy because honestly, if you just listen to the things they suggest, like grounding, cold showers, deep breaths, whatever it is, right? Like it works because it gets your mind off of your heart racing or how you're feeling in that moment. And why suffer through anything? That part right there, like educate yourselves, see what works for you. There is no need to fucking suffer. There's none.
I gotta bring her to. She hasn't. Well, she's gonna be getting all of the stuff done through January. Hey, Enchanted Dragon.
What I do know is she has supposedly a spay date, but the cat hasn't been to a vet. So how is she getting spayed with no lab work, vaccinations, a fecal done? Unless she's going to one of those pop-up clinics. I mean, they have them out here. I don't know about your area, but you can drop your pet off in the morning. It's something they do so more animals get spayed, and they'll do vaccines and they'll do a spay, they'll do a microchip. Oftentimes at low cost or no cost, you just really have to look for where they are. And that doesn't require a prior vet visit, right? There's a vet there on hand looking before they do this spay. I'm hoping anyways. But how is her, is her designer cat, in my opinion, $300 for a cat, is it going to like a pop-up low cost place? And if you're going to spend that much money on an animal, like why would you not just take it to a veterinary clinic where they do an exam and vaccines and a fecal and deworming and all that good stuff and make sure it's healthy enough for a spay?
Bye.
Did I pause it?
That's the problem.
Oh.
I have bought a cat tree for every cat I've owned, and none have ever liked it. And that's the thing. You don't know. She probably won't even like it.
To the cat owners out there, does your cat have a cat tree? And do they love it? And during Christmas time, when you put your Christmas tree up, does the cat try and go into it or play with it? Genuinely curious. I feel like most cats like trees. I could be wrong.
Cat tree. I know the silver
Started
button.
it.
I gotta check my mom's. Well, she's gonna be getting all of the stuff done through January.
cat tree sushi binge.
Hey, enchanted dragonfly.
Lily, I know. If she's making $6K a month with only rent to pay, she has some serious vices, addictions. Where is $4K going? Addictions are expensive.
That's the problem. I have bought a cat tree for every cat I've owned, and none have ever liked it. And that's the thing. You don't know. She probably won't even like it.
To those who've been watching Foodie Beauty longer than I have all of her cats had cat trees? I don't remember seeing one for BBJ, Sam, Smokey. I mean, maybe there was one for Timbit. I can't remember.
$44? Wow. Snazzy running wheel things.
Bunny said yes.
Yeah. Hey, Bob the Rain.
Maybe they were too depressed to play.
Start a couples channel in Arabic.
Oh, not one? Okay, I thought the yes
no.
was to if she's bought a cat tree. I'm like, okay, I missed it then. So it was probably yes to your cat likes to play with the tree.
Arabic. He could have, yeah. He could have done like the Arabic side. At least get a scratching post. I will.
Julia did have a treadmill.
Don't know if you don't try and let her explore one, yeah.
Why are you so against it? You could get a cat scratching post for literally $9.99 at Walmart. Like, she's so against getting her cat anything to enrich its life.
Pretty much. I think she won't want to go on it. And the reason I think that is because she likes to be glued to, like, if I'm sitting here, she has to be like behind me somewhere. Or
where the fuck is she now, bitch? You say she likes to be glued to you. I never see her around you. You just don't want to spend money on the cat that you committed to when you bought it.
Front. She won't want to be all the way over there. I don't know where the play button is. Thank you. Smoky eyes are slaying. They have them cheap on TikTok, Chantel. Yeah.
I don't understand her. I've had a puppy for 3 days, and she has a vet appointment next week. We've already been talking to a groomer for when the vet confirms. This is what we're unsure about. It says that she got rabies at the shelter, but I'm not sure if she's been vaccinated for anything else. And most groomers want rabies and Bordetella, which is the kennel cough one. I mean, I would assume at a shelter they gave her the kennel cough vaccine. But, you know, I guess we'll wait and see what the vet says. And also we need her sutures to be either out or cleared. But anyways, she's been spayed, has a vet appointment. We're already talking to a groomer. She has a harness, a leash, like 6 toys. Anyways, how do you commit to an animal and just do nothing for it? Nothing whatsoever. I don't believe she's going to an actual vet. You can't convince me. So Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, this is the Canadian content she raised money for to move back to Canada. All the Villa 2.0 beezing she promised. Lies as per always. She will do the same shit day after day until Salah allows her to come back and spend more money on him. Chachi gets regular vet care too, but she's never sick. Like, she does a checkup. Other than that, she's a healthy little potato. I do her nail trims because she's not a fan of other people, and I don't think she would enjoy going in for a nail trim. And I give her a bath because she's short hair and she's just easy to style. I don't know what I'd do with Coco and her wiry hair, so groomer it is. Anyways, I need you guys to please go subscribe to this person. Oh, I forgot to go to this. All the Villa 2.0 beezing, and she promised, lies as per always. She will do the same shit day after day until Salah allows her to come back and spend more money on him. Let's see. I thought we were going to get a rage. Miss Piss 666 said, did you come to the stream with something to talk about? That is quite the name. No, she never comes to the stream to talk about. She has no plans, no ideas. She hasn't done anything new. She hasn't done anything exciting. She hasn't had the best conversation lately. You know, it's kind of pathetic. Strawberry said, can we please go out? Yeah, Foodie was getting annoyed at Strawberry. She's like, no strawberries. Would you go out? I feel like people do. Strawberries also said, please, can we leave the apartment today? You know, I am a homebody, but I even realize it's good to go and see other faces sometimes and get a change of scenery. It just is. All right, this is what I feel like this is the star of our live stream today. So his name is King Live 2025. Yesterday I saw him putting a whole bunch of spices into a crock pot, but maybe I under seasoned. To be fair, maybe I'm just not a good seasoner. Anyways, what I do know is he's trying, and that's more than Amberlynn, Rosie, or Chantal can say.
What's up, Payne?
Let's go, boss.
How you doing, buddy?
Let you rest. Said, remember stay hydrated, bro. Red heart. At Sassy Queen 5961. Said, I am good. At Sassy Queen 5961.
This is more than I've ever seen Chantal walk.
Said, hey Payne.
Hey, Sue.
Zakowski. Said,
Good on him, right, Shelly?
at Logan Hill E4B2.
And he keeps going.
Said, sorry, go Eagles. At Sarah Payne Probst. Said, hubby smiling face with smiling eyes.
You got this.
At Alan X7B1C. Said, come on, thumbs up, people, please. Waving hand.
King Live, I don't think you'll ever see this, but in the off chance you watch Girl World content and you see this, I have a trick. I know you're doing a live and people are sending support, but is there something you can also play in your ear to distract you? I notice when it gets hard for me when I'm walking, when it gets hard for me and my legs are feeling kind of shaky and wobbly, and I'm looking and I'm like, oh, fuck, I've only been on for 12 minutes. Oh my God, it's only been 12 and a half minutes. Oh my God, it's only been 13. I have to distract myself. And it distracts your mind away from thinking about the pain and all that. And also like take a rest day, dude, because you deserve it. Yesterday, I saw you walking. I did. I saw you moving and it was beautiful. It was inspiring. I was actually moved. I think I was expecting this person to be one way, right? I thought we were going to see another Chantal, somebody full of excuses. I can't walk. I can't move. I can't do this. And yesterday I saw somebody trying and it was the most beautiful thing. I just did a 30-minute walk and it felt like an hour, not 30. Some days it does. Some days 20 minutes, 30 minutes can fly by to me. Sometimes 10 minutes feels like an eternity. I don't know why that is. But I will tell you, I find if I distract myself, the time will fly by. And I try not to look at the clock for like the longest time. I do. So that way when I look down, I'm surprised. And then I'm like, oh, haha, I just did 12 minutes and it felt like one. Izzy, I haven't seen him before. Hey, Grunge. Gemini helps because you can live stream your walk or run. There you go. Anyways, please subscribe to him. I don't know if a mod can share his channel. I would really appreciate that if you can. Nobody be mean to him, please. Sometimes all people need in life is a little motivation, a kind word, and when they're actually moving, it deserves to be supported, you know? It deserves to be. At one point, Foodie had his support. People were rooting for her, and she shot in everybody's face. So there's that. Acadia Strong said Foodie's book of excuses. Ain't that the truth? All the excuses in the world. But honestly, Chantal, what is your excuse? What is your excuse? He can do it. He's doing something that's hard. This is probably so uncomfortable for him. It's hard walking for a long time when you're just starting out. It is. And especially when you're out of shape. It feels like you're struggling to breathe and move at the same time. But he's doing it. And his goal was 200 steps. Do you even take 200 steps a day? Probably not. You roll around your place now. But box caffeine energy chews help on long runs. Thank you, Grunge. Breezy, read my text. On my way. Oh. Oh, no. Well, he might not be amazing. So while I had a whole speech about being inspirational, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I'll do my research. Please tell me some more for the people. She could buy an exercise bike. Anyways, okay, well, let's talk about... I don't fucking know. Don't you hate that when you want to be like, yes? I'm rooting for you. And then somebody's like, no, they have a story. So maybe he's on a path of redemption. Maybe he's on a new life or a new journey. I'll keep you updated. Either way, the dude's moving, okay? Either way, Chantal should feel ashamed. She's using a rolly chair to go from like one place in her kitchen to the next, and he's moving his feet. Either way, she should be ashamed. I stand by that. Honestly, I'd just be happy to look at the snow. She only has to walk across the plaza and instant content, right? I heard the dishwasher is live on Facebook reading the Quran. Hold on, let me go really fast. I'll let you guys know. I would take you on my screen, but I only have one Facebook these days. It's my personal one. I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're out there thinking that I don't like you or I unfollowed you on Facebook, I don't even have a Just Brazen Today Facebook anymore. I don't know. I just have too many things to keep up with as far as like animals, humans, talking to my own family that I don't see regularly on Facebook. Like I can't keep up with like all these business. I just can't. So anyways, okay, hold on. Where was I going? Facebook. Oh yeah, I can't share the screen because I don't want you to see my personal Facebook. I know I'm already doxxed, but like what if a family member pops up? Okay. Natter. I could play I could hold up my phone into the mic if he is live. Let's see. All right. No, but well, he's not live right now. Wait, maybe he is. Hold on. There's a story. Oh, here we go. Let me see if you guys can hear it. No.
Who's getting crazy, guys?
I'm not going to play very much.
Salah, what's going on?
He looks rough.
Hello again, guys.
He's all gray now.
Here's the video I tell you about.
Can you see it? Or can you hear it?
Watch this video.
Okay, well, no, thank you. He's all gray now, which men look sexy with gray in their beard and in their hair, but not him. He looks like, how is the nicest way to say this? He looks like somebody I would see on Skid Row. So I don't know if he's in Dee Dee's place, he's not looking good. But nothing good comes from a meth addiction. I'm telling you, it ages you. You're dehydrated. You're malnourished. You're not really eating or drinking anything. And if you are, it's alcohol. Nothing good comes from it. And I know they say, oh, we only smoke weed. I know what a meth pipe looks like. I've smoked one. Thank you very much. Not proud of it, but like, why lie? Yeah. Oh, fuck. What is that?
He is. Hold on.
Oh. I was hearing my own voice and I wasn't clicked out of his page and it kind of scared me. If it's him reading the Quran, then no wonder Foodie's. So she's probably doing it for him. Why is he out of jail? Because Canada is too nice. To put it bluntly, you can be a nice person, but still like punish the ones who deserve it, right? Send them to jail, give them consequences. Like, I don't know. I think Canada is just too nice. They want everybody to feel welcome. And sometimes it leads down a dangerous road. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, I asked, what do you get from this? Someone said they think she was possibly going to talk more about her and Salah's sleeping arrangements, but stopped herself. If you're listening right now, thank you for the clips. And I had a lovely conversation with you, fellow Girl World listener.
It felt like I climbed a mountain. And I would always hope, because I would always sleep late in Syria. And Salah would get up earlier than me, but I would always have hope that, and I would wake up and I would be like, oh no, I hope he's still sleeping because I got to go to the washroom. And if I get up, and he's up. He's gonna. So every time I would look out the door of the bedroom to see if he was like if he was around, and I would see him laying there like this, going, "I'm hungry." Like, are you just like waiting for me to wake up just so you can say you're hungry? And then Julia wanted breakfast. So you know how I don't know. It's hard to start doing something the minute you step out of bed and you still have eye crusties and everything. Feed the cat, number one first. You give her fresh water, then feed Salah. Bring a huge.
Oh, to have no responsibilities and not just have to jump out of bed the second you get up. Do you remember what life is like before you had a career or kids or animals? I used to sleep in. I did. I could sleep in till noon, let me tell you. Anyways, they didn't sleep together, but we're supposed to believe they're fucking. I'm sorry, but he's your friend. And you think if he spends more time with you and you act a certain way that he's going to fall in love with you. It's never going to happen, Chantel. She's so high, I'm not sure she knows what she's talking about, Ting Ting said. Prairie said, I just hear her annoying teenage mentality, high as a kite, daydreaming again. The reality is the water over her head and Salah laughing. He was robotic and tolerating for sake of money, but she romanticized like baby reindeer. She becomes obsessed with people. Like absolutely obsessed. Foopalicia said, what sleeping arrangement? They sleep in separate rooms, period. You think Salah would sneak into her room for some hanky-panky in the middle of the night? No. I don't think so. This is what I can imagine happening. He never came home at night because he didn't want to deal with her. So he came home in the morning hungover and wanting breakfast. That I believe. Debbie's World said 100% in Kuwait and Syria, they were sleeping in separate beds. We all know that. He looked grossed out by her. I can't see him cuddling up to her to get warm at night. Just saying. I don't remember what life was like before my health crashed. Shelly. I can't stop watching My Adventure to Fit. She eats tons of raw foods with cottage cheese and mustard. Ooh. I will try hearts of palm one of these days. Okay, well, that sounds delicious. Grunch said, it makes me angry that she's pretending to love her supporters while stealing from them at the same time. It'll all come back on her one way or another. It all will. Caster said, Teardrop saying this as a mod in Chantel's chat, knowing Chantel has underage supporters. It smells like grooming to me. Adults shouldn't be gloating about the things they shouldn't have been doing as underage kids with underage kids around. That's called influence. Teardrop said, I remember being 14 and 15 telling guys I was 18. Why don't you tell the rest of the story, Teardrop? I mean, I don't know you personally, but I know how it goes when you lie about your age, because I once did that. I was interested in this. God, it was this radio station, VJ. What was the radio station called at the time? Y107. I worked at Raging Waters. The guy worked at the radio station, told me he was 20, and I didn't want to tell him my real age. Do you want to know what happened when he took me out? He wanted to do things that 20-year-olds wanted to do, and I hadn't even kissed a boy yet. So he dropped me off at home, and I felt like I did something wrong, but really, I just wasn't ready for that. When you lie about your age and you're a minor, bad things tend to happen. So don't think it's cute. Don't think, oh, I want to be with an older guy. Like, they are way more experienced than you. They might want to do things that you're not ready for. Stay young as long as you can. Don't be in a hurry to grow up. I hope nobody under the age of 18 listens to me. But if you do for some reason and you never listen to anything else I say, don't be in a hurry to grow up. You always think life is going to be better when you're 18, when you're 21, when you can do what you want to do. You know what happens when you're an adult? You're tired. You're tired. You're broke. You hang on by a thread. You have a million responsibilities. It feels like there's never enough hours in the day. Life isn't all grand when you're an adult. It comes with stress. It comes with a lot. Stay young. Play with Barbie still if you have to. Just don't be in a rush to grow up, and don't lie to boys about your age. It's never going to go well, okay? And if it did once, you just got really lucky. And keep moving. If you don't use it, you lose it. Keep moving. Anything will do. Just took about 50 milligrams of pineapple OG Rick Simpson oil. Well, that sounds fancy. I have a clear Cali Dispo, and it's a hybrid rocket pop. It tastes like a rocket pop, kind of like a dirty rocket pop. And I will say, you know, I think I'm coping with all the stresses and everything happening. I'm coping better than normal with the help of this rocket pop. I don't know. Like, I want to be in a bitchy mood for a while, and I want to be like, fuck the world, let's rage, burn it all down. But then I'm like, life isn't so bad, you know? I have cute little doggies, a really cute kid with an attitude problem. Life is pretty good, you know? I have a really comfy bed. I'm very grateful for that. Oh, I have this new addition to my family, not Coco. My daughter, when she was in San Diego, she called me on FaceTime. And I don't even know what it's called, a fuggler, smuggler. Okay, it's really creepy looking at first, but if you look at it for a really long time, they become cute. And I have a rainbow one. The teeth are a little weird for me. I'm not even going to lie, but it's super cozy. I don't know. I kind of use it for a pillow. That's what I do. Anyways, days like these are what makes me want to live in Southern California. What is it called? A smuggler? I'm out in the 20 degrees, grunge, and keep moving. I read that one. That's really good advice. You don't realize how much you need to move. It's good for your bones. It's good for your heart. It's good for your mind. It can prevent a lot of diseases. Like by just running, walking, moving more, you can prevent diabetes. You could prevent a premature death. I mean, it's not saying you're not gonna die, but it's saying, you know, you might live a little bit longer. I don't know. There's so many benefits to do it. It's hard at first. It is. But sometimes you got to look at it as like self-care. That's what I look at it for me. Like, with the possibility of having osteoporosis at 42, I did my research and I wanted to know what would help strengthen my bones. So I read more. And my spinal surgeon also said walking 2 miles a day will strengthen your bones and it'll actually relieve some of the pain you're having. So I started walking 2 to 5 miles a day. I am much happier. I do have to say that. Anyways, Foodie says the surgery is scheduled. I asked, do we believe this? How can she schedule a surgery with no vet visit?
Sure. Whenever I gave the name to book for the surgery and stuff, I said Blanche. Sure.
Lily, I could take a picture. I'll post it to my community tab for you after this stream. I mean, I got a cute one. There's one that wears underwear that's a little weird to me. But the rainbow one is cute. The hot pink is cute.
Whenever I gave the name to book for the surgery and stuff, I said Blanche. Sure.
Huh. I don't believe her. There's no surgery scheduled. She hasn't even seen a vet. And if she's doing a low cost place, do they really book a month in advance? I feel like there's a lot of clinics where you have to go in the morning and hope that you're one of the first to be seen. I could be wrong. Things could have changed. So, okay, there's this Shani and Rev stuff going on. Shani is supposedly in a mental hospital and she's supposed to get out any day, right? And she's going back to his house. People think she's already there because they said you could hear a pill bottle and some other things. So they think that they hear her in the background. But in this moment, he seems done with her. Now, whether this is permanent, no, I don't necessarily believe that. I think it's a real breakup for the time being, right? He has this new girlfriend. It's him, you guys. Someone sent me a picture this morning. The photo came out of his girlfriend. It's an AI photo of Rev as a woman and much younger. He's dating himself. It's very weird. It's very fucking weird. Anyways, so he says he's going to rehab. That's another thing. Like, if he goes, great, you should go. So he says he's going to rehab, and him and Shani are romantically over. He has too bright of a future to stay with someone who doesn't want to live life. His words. He still may be her caretaker, though. All right, let's watch this clip.
I'll tell you what, folks. life can change at the drop of a hat. I'll tell you that.
Yep.
Hi, Kathy. How you doing? Corey,
Wake up
what's up,
every 5
man?
minutes.
What's up, Brian? How you doing? What's up?
The last big breakup they had, was it around this time last year? I know it feels like it was a year ago. Maybe they break up every Christmas.
What's up, Kathy? Yes. Kinkins. What's up? Kins. Hey, Chris Exposed. What's
Yeah,
up?
he's
I
an
should give you mods.
alcoholic.
You're cool. Rocks.
He's an alcoholic. He admits that, and he drinks to the point of giving himself, oh, what is it called? I can't think this morning for the life. Wet brain, which is very dangerous, and not everybody comes out of that. Like, it can be reversible, and if you stop drinking, some people do come out of it, but some people permanently stay like that. I remember seeing clips of him, and he was just like a zombie out of it. And I think Shani was dressing him up, and it was so bizarre. I think she likes to keep him sick. Like, he is her caretaker, and she enables him and lets him drink because he'll then choose to stay with her, right? If he's so drunk all the time and high, he doesn't have a sober thought like, this isn't a good life.
See, what's up? Yeah,
So she feeds him alcohol.
you had to get Roxy, because I know Roxy, that's fucking cyberpunk shit, man. You got to get mods. Oh my God, so many cool people coming in. Dan, Danny, what's up? What's up? Drunken Peasants trying to get you to come on. Yeah, I'll do it. I just gotta, I got a lot of people that want, that I want to talk to. There's a lot going on right now, a lot up in the air, certain things, and whoa, live free. That's right, Butt Chug. Welcome.
Butt Chug?
Shout out, please. Graham Dolph. What's up? Oh, I'm staying free, motherfucker. Denmark. What's up, Denmark? I saw Auntie up in my emails. Well, now that I'm free, it's like, well,
They say such evil shit to each other. Yeah, you know how yesterday we were talking about there's like good and bad people in all religions? I mean, these people claim to be Christians, and, I wish they would stop.
oh, maybe I'll talk to her. I just didn't get a chance to. But you know what? I don't think I need any more of that. I don't need any more, something special from a female. I don't think I need that for sure, because, man, my future that I see in front of me is like a supernova of brightness.
Oh.
That's so fucking bright. And when you see me come back, because I'm probably going to go away to rehab for don't know how long, but I'm going to get my shit straight. I'm getting on good meds. And the girl that gave me this shirt, that's where I'm going. New life, man. Totally new fucking life. With a girl that wants to fucking live life and not bed rot and die because she's decided that her life is over. And who is that? That's Shani, for Christ. Yep.
Wow.
Shani decided that a spirit of death makes more sense to her than living in the Holy Spirit. And that's just a fact. Am I saying that Shani is of the devil? No. I'm saying that Shani is severely mentally ill. And even me, somebody she says that she loves, she can't find it in her heart to pick herself up. She just can't do it. So the situation is this. I've talked to Shani a couple times now on the phone. And I made it clear to her that if you want me, if we can make this work.
If we can make this work?
I'll try and be your caregiver. But in terms of a romantic relationship, I am not doing it because I want to go elsewhere. I have other plans for that. And simply, she said, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Okay, I was zooming in because I wasn't sure if he had black eyes or if that was makeup. And I'm still not sure.
That was her main response. So let's just say, understanding that what's going on in her mind, which is, I'll listen to what you think, Jason, but I don't care how you feel about this. We are still going to be in a relationship. Yeah, no. That's where my inner guy goes, that's bullshit. So what is that?
You being her caretaker is bullshit. It's not a real breakup. You even are wording things to her. If we're going to work it out.
That mean I have to take the steps that I have to take to get myself well. That's number one. So when she
Makeup.
shows back up here, which I'm not sure when that's going to be, it could be tomorrow early, it could be tomorrow at some time tomorrow, or it could be some other day. I'm not sure. Okay.
You just haven't had enough of cleaning her shit bucket and emptying it?
Okay. When she shows up here, I am immediately calling the ambulance for myself. And I'm getting in the back of that motherfucker, and I'm going to go get rehab for a while. Okay.
Okay, but that's not how it works. Like, you don't just decide to go to rehab and call an ambulance. I hate to break it to you. I mean, it's been a while since I was in rehab, but this is what I remember having to do. Call places, see if they had any beds open, and then you were put on a waiting list. And sometimes it would take weeks to get a call back, and you have to go right when they call. Right when they say, hey, we have a bed, be here by 1, you have to go. And if you're not there, they give the bed to somebody else. Anyway, sometimes it was weeks and sometimes there was months. I remember having an ankle monitor on one time. And the judge said I couldn't take it off until I found a rehab. That was the one time I was calling all the rehabs. Yes, yes. When can you see me? I'll come right in today. I just wanted that shit off. It was such a pain in the ass. Don't steal alcohol. Don't be a drunk in public. In fact, if you can do it, stay away from alcohol. Nothing good comes from it. Nothing. Anyways, I want to look at these comments really fast. Acadia said he was quite happy to co-sign everything she said before. People are awfully dense if they think this is real. He will be kissing her arse again once she's back and he has to empty that. Acadia, I think you think that I believe everything. And I'm not coming at you, but like sometimes when you reply to me, I think you think that I believe the things that people are saying, but truly I just write out what they say in the caption. So I remember what the fuck happened. It doesn't believe that like I believe they're breaking up or anything like that. It doesn't mean that I believe Chantel and Salah are really fucking nothing, right? Like it's just honestly for me because I forget. I forget. Be sure to like this stream, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much. Carrie said, Foodie, I hope you're keeping records and receipts for all those super chats and AdSense checks. You're going to be busy writing checks soon. Welcome back to Canada. Social media influencers, taxes, and the platform economy. Hold on. English, please. I think it'd be cool if I could speak French. I just didn't pay attention in that class either. I thought it was going to be more interesting than Spanish. Okay, it's a whole thing. I only wanted to learn Spanish because of a Sublime song, and I wanted to know what the hell he was saying, and nobody knew what he was saying, or at least they wouldn't tell me. So anyways, then I joined Spanish, and the teacher made fun of me rolling my R's, so then I went to French, and then I was tapped out by then, okay? All right, find a job, training, hiring programs, work permits, travel and tourism, benefits, health. Okay, well, I don't want to go through all this right now, but what I do know is Chantel's bankruptcy. Oh, why did I click out of that? Well, don't worry. We're starting at the top and going down. What the heck is this? Oh, FFG is tweeting away. Like FFG is raging, you guys, on her Twitter. If you have Twitter or you just want to download it to see her insanity, her tag is at not Franchi, not not FRONCHIE. She threatens people. She's a quick deleter. Her and Yaba are going at it. Franchi said, I saved your life when they were shooting at you. You gave my enemies the bullets to use against me. I wish I let them shoot you. Ew. Hold on, look at this, you guys. What the fuck is this? I'm telling you, I think FFG is going to wind up in prison. For so many reasons. One, because she's a fucking moron. She made this post on Twitter where, like, if you didn't know the situation, it looked like she was admitting to stealing narcotics, right? Like, I think she was trying to hint it was her brother, but she was like, who am I? I stole pain pills from a dying woman, like all this stuff. And it looks like she's saying she did all these things. So she's a fucking idiot. But she has anger issues. Like, do you attack people at your place of employment, your coworkers, when they make you mad? She chased one with like a broom and she got fired. But she's unhinged. I saved your life when they were shooting at you. You give my enemies the bullets to use against me. I wish I let them shoot you. You're insane, woman. Yaba said, thanks for admitting we've been telling the truth about your ass. Well, let's go to Yaba's Twitter. I think she's so cute. Who am I? She says, I robbed a drug dealer who lived down the street from my mom. When he and his friends kicked in my mom's door shooting at me, I ran out the back around the corner to my sister's place. And then she retweets herself and said, I saved your life when they were shooting at you. You give my You're crazy, woman. Like, you need anger management, and you should probably go take it before it's court ordered. When it's court ordered, it's much more expensive. This is what Foodie Beauty looks like being on a constant diet of unhealthy foods, consuming nothing but carbohydrates, sugar, and salt. This is what French Fried Girl looks like being on a constant diet of Foodie Beauty, being consumed by hatred, obsession, and spite. All right, now we're going to go to, wait, hold on. I feel like there was something else that I saw not that long ago. Oh my gosh. This is what Negs once said about FFG's mother, and it's so wild to me that they're cool again. I know some people don't like this stuff, but I'm telling you, it's far more interesting. Look at Yaba's animals. It's far more interesting than anything Chantal's doing. So if you ever just want to nose around on Twitter, I like to do that. It's a good time to me. Hold on, we're going to look up Frenchie's Twitter for those who don't have it. Again, I want to say she deletes, she gets posts removed. There we go. Let's see, Frenchie. There we go. Okay, I have 5 texts and nothing will go through about what I think of FFG. Oh no, she must be mad because people are getting closer to outing her than she thought anyone would, and she might actually face consequences. Yeah, it sounds like now that she's involved with Negs, I know Yaba has doesn't she have a restraining order or something against Negs because of his stalking and his threats and all that stuff? And now Frenchie's teaming up with Negs, so I think that's weird. Anyways, plus she committed fraud. I don't think things are going to go well for Frenchie, whatever. I reported it. Yes, I did. I'm the petty ass bitch sometimes. She sent her people after me for having an opinion about her. I don't feel bad reporting her tweets. Visibility limited. This post may violate X's rules against hateful conduct. She says, I'm not defending any of these trash heaps. Your inbred ass, your disgusting greasy wife, Negs, all of you are fucking garbage. Negs, how do you feel about your friend talking about you that way? Speaking of defending trash, aren't you now simping for the ones who threatened your kids with bricks to the, says head, fucking dumb bitch, she says. Why do you talk about people's kids? I find that odd. Like, why can't you ever just stick to the adults? Samantha, let's see. She likes to post things about Samantha and Yaba a lot. Obviously, they're fighting. Oh, this also violated Twitter's rules. She says, hey, Cabbage Patch cunt, the only one who's worried about your court is your greasy pig bitch of a wife? I've seen the affidavit. Liar, liar, pig bitch on fire. If you've seen the affidavit, wouldn't you have gotten that from Negs? Are you still offering doxes to him? She seems really jealous of anybody who has kids or like a family, does she not? I bet you she's one of those people, I can't stand kids, little demons, but like she's really mad that she has nothing. Like nothing. Frenchie said, so it's either ugly crying at 9 a.m. or catatonic. God damn, she's so pathetic. Hold on, I want to look at her replies. Petty, spicy, breezy is the best when streaming. It's funny and entertaining. Plus, a lot of us can relate to how you feel and what made you petty to whoever you're talking about. Well, thank you for making me feel like you guys relate to me, because sometimes I know I'm very weird. All right, let's see. I want to see who's her crazy supporter at this point. Justice for cats. I'm sorry you're going through this, girl. Love you, Beach. How do you care about cats? But okay. Justice for cats. Justice for BBJ. She should have never been exploited, used, or lied about. Garbage Board said, careful now, Franchi. They're throwing pasta at the wall, hoping something will stick. It's too bad they keep throwing al dente, hoping to God it'll work this time. I put it in food terms so they hopefully understand the post easier. Gotta dumb it down, unfortunately. Why do you think that anybody who doesn't like Frenchie is fat? It's giving Chantel. Like, anybody who has an opinion on her must be fat. I do want to say I've noticed that everybody has lost weight but FFG and Chantel, right? Like, Yaba's lost weight, Sam's lost weight, I've lost weight. Everybody's lost weight, or at least trying. They're walking more, moving more. Then there's FFG, still a dehydrated looking tater tot. Bricks in the chat, right, Pig? She says, you fake cried on stream about how scared you were, yet here you are in bed with them. Your wife lied on that affidavit, dipshit. I hope her and Negs end up in the clink. Disgusting fuckers, all of you. Well, I guess it's not just me reporting some of her tweets, because I think I violated terms of service on Twitter once. I posted a photo of my ass, but it wasn't even like a full shot. It was when I had lost a bunch of weight and I was feeling all sexy. Like, now I would never do that. My man wouldn't be very happy. But anyways, I literally watched Korn, not by, like, I didn't pick it, but I've been scrolling and things show up on Twitter, but my ass is like violating terms of service. Anyways, I still say you got to try Oreo dipped in sour cream. That sounds disgusting. Have you ever had an Oreo dipped in sour cream? See, these people are not normal. Not normal, I tell you. All right, let me finish up the other girl world gossip I have. And then we'll see what today brings. If I'm able to snipe, I definitely will. If for some reason I can't because I'm on puppy duty since my daughter's at school, then we'll recap it. And I'll just, every day I'll add more variety, I guess. V, if you're listening out there, this made my whole day. She posted, I'm in the top channels that she watches with like Charlie Gold and Unicorn Pondu, Dougie Corrado, and 16 Leo. Anyways, I feel honored. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes on social media, I'm not saying from you guys, but you get like a lot of negativity and hate and always told like what you're doing wrong. Again, not from my chat, just from other people. So like, it's always nice to see like, I don't know, that somebody watches me because they like me. That's nice to see. Oh, this. Jaclyn Hill is insane. I don't know if she's medicated, but I feel like she should be. I mean, I would know. I'm on medication and I probably needed to be on it a lot sooner. But she's posting like not like things that aren't realistic for the day-to-day housewife or mom or woman, right? Like, we all can't put caviar on our McDonald's. We all can't throw out our 900 pairs of Jordans because there's no more space in our closet. But anyway, she's posting these things and then getting all huffy and puffy. Like, I don't understand why I'm not getting the views, because we want to watch people that we can relate to. I want to see what people are getting on sale for Christmas. Okay. Fuck you and your 900 pairs of Jordans.
A Stanley-aholic. I fear I blacked out.
Wait, why did I put it right there? Anyways.
Let's do a shoe haul. We are finally going to clean out my sneaker collection. Like, I'm done. I'm back, you guys. I'm standing in front of my beverage fridge, so you know what time it is. We've got to restock this entire thing. Yes, I'm in my pajamas. Once again, I have no makeup on. On a real note, I just feel like so much heavy stuff is going on behind the cameras in my life.
This right here is supposed to be like my daily/weekly makeup. This is not my whole makeup collection.
Try caviar.
That's her daily makeup. You know, I won't be too judgy because I am just not a makeup girly. I tried to be and I look like a clown. I have mascara lipstick, lip gloss, an eyeliner I never use, a lip liner I never use because I can never get it perfect and it drives me nuts. And I have foundation and powder, and I don't even wear that every day. That's like if I'm going out and I want to look special.
Try caviar on McDonald's chicken nuggets. I saw Avery do this.
I mean, truly, this is the kind of gluttony that we see in the Bible. You ask your followers why you're not connecting with them anymore, why that you, as someone who has millions of followers, can't reach 30K views on a video. It's because District 12 is tired of watching District 1 spend their entire year's salary in one day and then hop on the internet and complain about it, stating, oh, well, you know what? I have too much stuff and I never use it. And oh, woe is me, such a burden. Anyways, let me package up some of my secondhand goods and send it out to you, District 12 members. I mean, your whole entire content is about pushing hyper consumption to people who can't even afford to feed themselves. No one is watching this stuff anymore. It might have worked, 10 years ago when you first started, but we've gone into the day and age where absolutely anyone can become an influencer. Anyone can pick up their phone and start creating content. And people are now gravitating towards normal folk who represent their everyday life. And that's just not you. You're out of.
I remember when she used to just do vlogs and stuff in her apartment. She had a tiny apartment and she would just hang out with her and her husband. That was more relatable. Like, how many of us can relate to living on a mansion, on a hill, with security, endless amounts of money? It's just not relatable.
Touch. My name is Mercedes Chandler. Hope this helps. Give me a follow. You won't see my face again. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay. Well, if I had a TikTok, I would follow you. I thought that was a good time. All right. This is so funny to me. Ambrielle posted this and said, this is exactly what Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn Reed does to dummies. So I'm assuming this is a Reddit post. Monkey Hamlet said, I once cat sat for a 29-year-old cat. She would sit at the bottom of the stairs and yell pitifully to be carried up. She couldn't find her bowl anymore and had to be fed a spoonful at a time. She had to sleep in the bed with me, and I had to walk her to the litter box during the night. It says litter tray, whatever you call it, during the night. Then I spoke to her owner after the cat sitting had finished, and she informed me that the cat needed none of these things, was perfectly capable of climbing the stairs, feeding herself, and slept in her basket, and had simply identified me as a soft touch. 29-year-old cat, though? I went over to visit a couple weeks later, and the cat ran straight to the bottom of the stairs and started yowling. And then somebody replies, Dear Diary, made another stranger my bitch. That's exactly what Foodie and Amberlynn Reed do. Like, they don't really have any real problems, but they'll tell you all about the problems they think they have. They'll fake disabilities and everything else just to get some free things in life. She's the yowling cat. I think this is supposed to be Amberlynn Reed's resume. I do know she was job hunting. Profile, highly unmotivated and fat, known for mukbangs, torrid hauls, and abusing partners. Skilled manipulator, liar, and professional victim. First prize winner in multiple dance competitions and costume contests. Literally so dainty and smells so good. Experience, queen of girl world. YouTube 2013 through 2025. Gained 200 plus pounds on a 10-year weight loss journey. Launched a merch line and used earning business. Lost 2 pets, 6 relationships, and 89 lbs. Volunteer/general nuisance. Nursing home. Dusty era. Hung a sign establishing a no bagged lunch policy. Broke at least 1 piece of furniture. Recorded vulnerable elderly people without their consent. Data entry type deal. The government. Dusty era. Lots of typing and hiding in bathroom. Monitored Dusty's whereabouts. Quit because the chair was uncomfortable. Education. Criminal justice 1 semester. Brown Mackey College. Casey era. GED. 3.9 GPA. High school remedial. And that's from 2005 to 2009. Her skills. Choosy. Her skills include choosy, typing, journaling, door dashing, interpretive wiping. Oh my God. Interpretive wiping, iMovie fundamentals, cellulite management, BPD meltdowns. This is amazing. She's book smart, if that's even true. This is somebody posted this and said, okay, who made this? And oh, Silly and Silly said, this is hilarious. Will the real Slim CV Shady please stand up? Okay, if Foodie gets demonetized, can somebody who's hilarious make one? I would love that. I feel like if it's going to happen, it's going to happen soon. YouTube always demonetizes a bunch of channels right before Christmas. I was going to say animals. They always demonetize a bunch of animals. I mean, I guess that's true. Shenanigans said Chantel put her phone number out on global Tinder to see who would take the bait to make Natter jealous. And Scammy Salah entered the chat. Once she realized Natter doesn't give a fuck, she was stuck and got bored. So she dipped. There was no romance in the scam ever. If she wasn't such a shitty person, I'd feel sorry for her. That 3 years of marriage and she didn't even get to sleep in the same bed as him. But, you know, sometimes in life we make choices. So there's that. Dee Dee's fault said, who blows smoke in somebody else's face like that? I feel like I was always taught it's rude, right? Dee Dee's fault said Salah has given her a year to get her shit together. If she's skinny, healthy, again, well, I'm guessing this proves more that he's not attracted to her. If you want to fuck somebody later, are you being rude to them? Anyways, Dee Dee's fault said Salah has given her a year to get her shit together. If she is skinny, healthy, and rich, he might be willing to give up his cousin wife. So far, she's doing great. Why would he want this back? That's the question I have. Like, at some point, the money just wouldn't be worth it, right? Like, think like a scammer. There has to be easier people to scam with less addictions, less weight, less eyes on them. Like, why her? And why would he want that back in his life? He was miserable with her. It's not to say that I think Salah is this great guy. I just don't think anybody necessarily deserves Chantel. I don't know what this is, to be fair. I just retweeted it. But I'm assuming it's gross because Kristen said, bitch. Miss T said, QLR, you're disgusting. You super morbidly obese fat fuck is what they said. Oh.
Ooh. Goddamn. Sorry, guys.
Okay, well, I regret that. She's so disgusting. Ugh. Anyways, this is Rev's girlfriend. Isn't that him, just as a woman? And that's AI. You could see the bottom right here. I mean, I could be wrong, but... Well, he did say before that he turns himself on when he's in drag. Oh no, do I want to read this? It's a transcript from Graveyard Flowers. It was a joke. I felt that. Let me explain it. It was performatively me going, call me bitch. It was performative, but I meant it. Email me. And then the girl that I'm talking to emailed me and she said she had a good time thinking of me in drag and it was awesome. And I do feel that way. I'm really done. I'm done. I told you that. Then was this conversation today nothing other than me saying I'm not going to leave you because I'm taking care of. There's a rule on this channel and every mod that's in here. I'm telling you, if you see, oh my God, just a person trying to be human, your channel's awesome though. Okay, you're getting pinned. Anyways, I don't know what the rest of all that is. I have a hard time believing an actual person is getting off to Rev. You know, there's a lid for every trash can out there, but I don't even think Shani could. So there's that. I'll take that over Foodie Sharding. You know, probably same. I don't know. They gross me out just on different levels. I can't unsee certain things with Rosie, and it's just... bleh. Anyways, future Becky LRFA said, not Rosie acting like she's a victim of religious persecution because everyone mocked her BS tarot reading. Look, it's a hard knock life, Balo said. What religion is Rosie? And why is she being persecuted? Maybe they just thought the reading sucked. Bubbles and Cheek said, Quirky Loves Rosie said food and eating wasn't the reason for her demonetization. It's talking about problems that she has. What will the girls talk about if they can't talk about their self-diagnosis? Nothing. They have no hobbies, nothing interesting going on in their life. Nothing changes. It just gets worse. I mean, Chantel literally comes online for therapy, to make a shopping list, to get ideas of what she wants for dinner. All those kinds of things. They have nothing else. This scared me for a minute because I thought I retweeted it. Well, I mean, I know I retweeted it, but I forgot about it. And so if you're just looking from like a certain point up, it would appear that that is a woman, but it is in fact not. It's a sumo wrestler with Chantel's head on it. I do have to say the sumo wrestlers, actually, they're in really good shape and they're strong. She's not. Okay, are you ready for the fupa clap? How fast can Foodie Beauty flap her fupa? A sped up intro to Pulpy Syntax's intro. Okay, I don't know if we actually get to hear the sound, but this is the image from when the fupa balls clap. Wait, for those who are interested, not that long ago, I retweeted a video of it. This is the fastest she's ever moved, by the way. Pulpy is such a doll. I have to say, everything about his vibe, channel is cute. It's all cute. So Fondue said, Foodie, save yourself 3 hours. 1, learned how Cutie made waffles as a kid. 2, what she sleeps with at night, a blanket and a CPAP. 3, Christmas movies. 4, definitely not waiting for Salah to allow her to come back. 5, slurring excessively. 6, where Chantel watches movies in her apartment. I'm guessing the couch. 7, last known scale weight was 345. Come on. 345. Contents of McDonald's Grinch meal again. We already know. Cat names, 10 regular movies, 11 in Syria. Cutie slept on a single bed and Salah slept on the floor mattress. Odd. Wouldn't you put the mattresses together so you could sleep with your partner? Anyways, this is her lives lately. She's pretty much just high and out of it. She tries to appear to be normal for like the first half hour usually, and then it becomes a shit show after that. Oh, hell no, said Salah. I am so worth it. Let me see what this is. Who's watching her go? I had to turn the song down. Wait. Why won't Salah take me back? Chased him to Kuwait and Syria, paid for fake love, blamed his family, and premiered a YouTube meltdown. Clearly come with emotional extras. Please beg me back. Can't you see I'm so... I just wanted to hear the song again. By the way, QLR's monetization on YouTube was denied. Bubbles also said Foodie Beauty should watch her step. She won't. And we're going to get the biggest meltdown when she gets demonetized. QLR said that, not QLR. Kristen said QLR took down the stream she did on Thanksgiving where she told us all about her new love interest. Could there be trouble in paradise already? I think she's probably just removing videos because she's not monetized. And what happens when you're demonetized is people will get confused and they're like, but we still see ads on your videos. YouTube still puts in ads. You just won't get paid for when people watch them. So Amber Lynn was also removing things off her channel. Basically, they don't want you to watch for free. This is Chantel's hand. And so I'm going to say this. I don't know who needs to hear it out there. Move more, water, less salt. Don't become a Foodie Beauty. Her hands, I feel like I say this every fucking day. Her hands, ankles, wrists, everything looks like how I looked when I had preeclampsia with super high blood pressure. This finger is not normal. It almost the fuck? You know, she makes my finger look like a supermodel. I have like the Kate Moss of fingers. I don't know. Mine is either just really long or Chantel's are just short and stubby. I don't know. But her ring was barely even fitting there. I'm surprised they didn't have to cut it off. Maybe they did. When's the last time we saw her with that ring? I don't know if I even pay attention anymore. Somewhere in Time posted this for Foodie Beauty to look at. So it says in Islam, lying is allowed in key situations. You can lie to your wife. You can lie to two sides to manipulate them into reconciliation. And you can lie to your enemies to fool and deceive them. So in Islam, you're allowed to lie to your wife. Foodie, he's never told you the truth. Ever. And you're stupid for ever believing him. Anyways, I think that might be all I have for right now. Let me do a quick scroll and see if there's anything I missed. Okay, are you guys liking more of a variety of things to look at? Because if so, I will keep adding on. And let me know, like, I mean, Rosie, I don't feel like is doing a whole bunch of things, but I can clip her. I could clip Shani and Rev stuff. Amberlyn Reed, if she ever does anything. Girl World Drama, if you guys want to hear about the creators fighting, we could do that too. Sometimes a girl just wants to be nosy, okay? Sometimes we just want to be nosy and be like, oh my God, these bitches. You know what's weird? This is literally what hatred does to you. She looked kind of cute back then. I'm not saying she was a looker, but she looks nothing like how she used to look. But this was Negs talking all kinds of shit about her, saying if she were on fire, he'd put her out a certain way. Yikes. Let's have some fun. $100 PayPal for the Guntz mugshot and criminal record, Nick says. If anyone can provide this for me, we will move forward with her Jewish heritage and anti-Semitism. Yikes. Look at this comment right here. I can't read this on YouTube. Look at what Ron threatened her with. Could you cozy up to somebody who was coming up with ideas or ways they wanted you to not be here anymore? Or paying for weird things like your criminal record? I mean, I guess that's not, well, I don't know. People have been obsessed with mine for some reason. I'll never get over that. Like, I would get the fascination. I openly talk about it for one thing, like, but I would get the fascination if I was arrested like last weekend or like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago. I haven't been to jail, and knock on wood, I stopped going like 2 years before I got sober. Just because I got sick of having hangovers in jail, like waking up, having to sober up and not having like a gallon of water or orange juice or some kind of food to be in your belly. It's the worst feeling in the world. So like 2 years before I sobered up, I just stopped going to jail. It wasn't a good time to me anymore. Not that it was ever fun, but it just wasn't an option for me. So I don't know. Anyways, but I haven't been in like 10 years. In 10 years. And that's pretty incredible considering I would get arrested like 18 times a week. Anyways, I'm looking for the fupa ball clap before I let you guys go, but I can't remember if it was 5 days ago or 1 day ago. So maybe what I'll do is I will look on my own time. I can't get over how cute she is. And I'll replay it for you, or I'll play it for you tomorrow. I feel like if you were here a couple days ago, you heard it anyways. This is what it sounds like. Think of a wetter. So imagine my hands in a pool doing this. You know the sound it makes? Okay. That's what her flaps were doing as she was doing jumping jacks. So anyways, I love you guys. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members. Crypta, I want to thank you. I think you sent me a super chat. My brain is not working right today. I don't know if it's the ADHD, the perimenopause. I don't know what the fuck it is, or lack of sleep, but the brain is barely working. But I thank you for sitting through this and hearing me mumble and jumble and rant. Crypto was you. Thank you so much for the super chat. And Wise Old Hag, welcome to the Breezy Bunch. If you're on Twitter and you want to join Discord, I would love for you to join. Just DM me. DM me. I love you guys. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. And I will see you in the next live stream. If for some reason I can't snipe today, you know we'll be back tomorrow. All right. Bye, you guys.